Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with Crusader Kings, let me try to explain it very quickly in a simple manner, even though it's not, nothing about it is simple. It's a grand strategy game. It's from Paradox, you know, people who made Europa Universalis and Hearts of Iron and all that kind of stuff. Unlike your typical grand strategy game, what up, Al? Unlike the typical grand strategy game, Crusader Kings is not about you, like, being some faceless, immortal controller who controls some country and you lead them through all the centuries and all this kind of stuff. Instead, what Crusader Kings is about is you play actual individual characters, and you play as that character's family. Like, your first character gets old and dies, you play as their oldest or their eldest heir, as long as their eldest heir is inheriting some kind of title. You have to be some kind of noble, basically. And then you play as that character, and then as they grow old and they die, then you play as their eldest heir, and then they grow old and they die, or maybe they don't grow old at all, maybe they get killed, or they die of a disease or something, and then you play as the heirs. And so, that's what's interesting mechanics-wise about the game. It is a grand strategy game, but it focuses on those characters. But the other thing that's interesting is that there really is no objective. It really is, it's very open-ended. You can do whatever you want. You set your own goals and just do what you want to do. And the strength of that is that the focus is on the creation of stories and narratives. And you'll experience lots of funny stories and sad stories and triumphant stories, blah blah blah, right? So it's very good. What's up, Cabell? Now, I have not played CK3 yet. I did not watch any videos. A bunch of I'm not special or important, so I didn't get early access, but a bunch of other YouTubers and streamers did. I did not watch any of them. I didn't want to ruin it, so we're gonna be stumbling through this. Yeah, I'm doing well, Cabell. Thank you. What's up, Smokey? All right, so let's get into it. Let's just get into it and see what's going on. All right. So it looks like they have a tutorial, which is good. Now, I'm not new to Crusader Kings, but I think I want to do the tutorial anyway, just to see what's going on. You know what I mean? What up, Glooms? Alright, so in the tutorial, you will play as Petty King Murchad, a ruler in Ireland. That's probably what I was going to do anyway. Lead your family and dynasty to defeat your enemies and become King of Ireland, which is what I was going to do. So let's play the tutorial, because there's probably going to be new mechanics that I'm unfamiliar with and stuff like that. So let's just do the tutorial, even though I'm pretty familiar with the game style. By the way, before I move on, is the game audio okay out there, chat? I have the music on. Is the music too loud? Or anything like that? I want to make sure we get that figured out. The music's a little loud? Okay. What's up, Schnifty? How you doing? Sounds good to me. Alright, cool. Markavo, what's up, dude? Alright, let me lower it just a little. Okay, so first of all, let's play the tutorial. And then once we get in... pardon me. Once we get into the game, I'll adjust the volume real quick. Okay. Okay, how do I get to my option menu? Probably just press escape, right? There we go. Okay, settings, audio. I'm gonna keep the music where it is, but I'm gonna turn the master volume down. So I'm gonna make some noises here in the menu. If y'all would please tell me if the sound effects are of a good volume. Is that a good volume right there? Sounds good? Alright, cool. Got your exam results yesterday, Markavo. A thumbs up. I hope that means you did well. Alright, good. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do the tutorial. Let's just get to it. Alright. You are a medieval ruler. Land is yours for the taking, through clever marriages and diplomacy, or by the way of the sword. What up, Gary? There is no one way to win in Crusader Kings, only different ways to enjoy the story. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Alright. So now they're going to tell us how to use the camera. Now, of course, I'm familiar with this. WASD, we can move around the map. This is Ireland, of course, right here. We can zoom in and out. And you'll notice, of course, that when you zoom out, they're not kidding. They're not kidding. You can zoom out and see the entire known world of this particular time, right? Now, if you look down here at the bottom of the screen, you can see where we are. This is 1066, okay? Now, in Crusader Kings, you can start at different times. What's up, Artie? You can start at different times, but in the tutorial, they're starting us at 1066. In case you are unaware, 1066 is the fateful year when William, the Duke of Normandy, crossed the English Channel and conquered England. So that's a very momentous event, and that's what's going on there. All right, so we know how to move around the map, and then here's the other thing that I need to make sure I figure out is how do I choose the different map modes, okay? So we have a details map, we have a political map, and a paper map. All right, so I want to look at the different maps. Now, usually the different maps are down here. And it looks like it's the same. Not quite the same. Hopefully it's going to tell us. All right. So zoomed in, you have the ability to select and manage your holdings. So a holding is like a barony or a county or a duchy. It's a piece of land which you control, right? So zooming out shows you the realms. So by realm, what they mean is this is the Kingdom of England. So all of this that has this color belongs to England. This is the Principality of Gwynedd. Over here, we have Ireland is not a unified kingdom or country at this point in time in history. So it's a bunch of different earldoms, petty kingdoms, things like that. Scotland is pretty well united under King Malcolm III. We could go up here, and you can see that Norway actually has their hands on these realms, and then of course the rest of Norway is over here. So again, this is the realm view. If we zoom in, then you start to see the individual holdings. So like let's go to the next thing. So let's just go through the tutorial and I'll shut up a little bit. So Crusader Kings spans over hundreds of years and many generations. Right now, time is standing still because the game is paused. So we're going to keep the game paused for now. Sometimes you will see blue highlighted text like this. This means you can hover your cursor over it, and you can get a tooltip. Paradox is great about tooltips, and you need them in their games. So this is a very nice thing to see. Some of these words can lead to other highlighted words, which can then show even further information. A duchy can then lead you to a county, which can lead you to a barony, right? So, for example, a duchy is a title ranking below a kingdom and above a county, right? So a duchy usually means you have more than one county. At least that's how I always understood it in the past. So if I have one county and I am the count or the earl or whatever, and I run that county, I might have a lord above me who is a duke, or I might not. I might just have a king above me, right? Past that duchy, yeah, but so for a duchy, you're going to have multiple holdings, you're going to have multiple counties, and each one of those counties is either going to be ruled directly by me or by a vassal, which is a lord who is lower than me and owes me fealty. What's up, small-handed woman? Okay, so good. So, to continue, place your cursor over this highlighted text, and then hover over the highlighted phrase, and there you go. Alright, now we're going to get a look at the character screen. Alright, so now let's talk about the game. Everything takes place on the map before you. The world consists of large and small pieces of land, each belonging to someone based on their titles. Okay? Now, your titles are represented by icons with elaborate coats of arms. So this is like a coat of arms. This is what they're talking about right here. This is a title. This is the earldom of Athlone, which means if you have the earldom of this place, it means that you own this place, you run it. Alright? Now, the icon representing your realm is set by your primary title, which is the highest title you have. So, if we look at us, this is me. It says it right here. This is you, right? Now, it's going to say that I am a petty king. Right? That means that I am a king, but I only have probably 1 or 2 pieces of land. It's not very impressive. So it's a petty kingdom, right? And I'm probably not recognized by other kings, or maybe I am, I don't know. So you can see, here's my title, and this is what I own. Let's zoom out a little. If I hover over my title, you can see I own Munster. Okay? Now, Munster has 2 different counties, basically. Alright? It has, right here, the actual petty kingdom of Munster. This is Munster. And then we have the earldom of Ormond. Alright? So, this is why I'm a petty king, because I have more than one title under me, basically. Alright? Let's go to next. If you click your character portrait, highlighted in the character view, right here, the borders of your realm capital will light up, which we have seen before. You see the borders right there? They light up. Okay, we know where the borders of our realm are. Now, oh, I'm sorry, that's the capital when you... Oh! So this whole thing is our capital somehow. Okay. That's our realm capital, and it says Lumniak. Is that what this is? Oh, it's not gonna let us... Hold, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just stay with the tutorial here. Okay. All right. All right. Munster is your primary title, which is why your realm is named after it. You also hold the earldom of Thomond as a separate title. Now this is Ormond. That's not Thomond. So Thomond must be in here. All right. Anyway, we'll find out in just a second. That crack fiend working wonders this morning. Yeah, well, I knew that this was going to be like teaching a class, basically. You know, so I had to do it. Oh my goodness, Small-Handed Woman gifting the sub to Gary 5000. Thank you so much, Small-Handed Woman. Thank you. That is very nice of you. Thanks very much, and I hope you are enjoying the stream. Alright. Alright, so if you zoom out, it will read Munster on this part of the map because you're the top ruler of that area. Alright. As a ruler, you can only hold so much land on your own. You will often have other rulers, also known as vassals. Okay, and it says it right here. Those are vassals, okay? So, usually how that happened in CK2 was that you had a domain size, which might be this. Yeah. So this tells me I can have up to 5 holdings. So I can personally hold the title to 5 different lands, or 5 different holdings, right? Yeah, and again, thank you very much, Small-Handed Woman, and congrats to Gary for that gifted sub. Yeah. Now Gary's got the shield. Hell yeah. All right. Okay, moving on. So to find your own land, your domain, press the home key and zoom in. Once closer up, you can see the blue labels on the baronies that belong to you. All right. So if we zoom in on my home place, you can see this is the barony of Lumniak, right? Over here we have the city of Innis, and then over here we have the bishopric of Aonach Ermina. The Irish names, man. I'm telling you. What's up, Manu? Okay. So it says click to open county view. So if we click on this earldom of Thomond, it says this is my county. I am the holder. It's de jure, and de jure means that I have some sort of historical claim to it. Okay? Just because something you have a de jure claim on it doesn't mean you own it. You have to take it. But you can't take anything in Crusader Kings without a casus belli, or a reason for war, or a cause of war. And so we'll obviously get to that in a little bit. Okay. So we understand that. Alright, you are playing as one out of many characters. You know what? Honestly, a lot of the things don't seem all that different from CK2. It's just the interface is different. Okay. Alright, so you need to make sure that your dynasty survives and thrives throughout the ages. Your titles give you power and control over territory and other characters. Right? So to continue, you want to click on your character. Characters have skills, and these are the skills right here. We have diplomacy, martial, stewardship, which has to do with money and economics, intrigue, and then learning. Okay? I think it's de jure. Well, over here in America, Cabell, it's de jure. Okay? Alright. So, Characters have skills, and this tells you, the number on the skill is going to tell you how good they are at it. If you look at this, I am a fantastic commander. I'm a fantastic person when it comes to waging war. Alright? So, okay. Now, you'll notice that my martial skill is really, really high. Okay? It's really high, and that gives us bonuses. If you look in that box right above where my mouse is, it says that the effects of having such a high score are that our levy size is going to be increased by 18%. Your levy is your army. A levy is actually regular-ass people. And you tell your vassals, I want you to raise a levy so that we can fight. That means the vassal goes and gets all the people that are their thralls or whatever, and they come and fight. Alright, so that's what a levy is. No, a levy, a L-E-V-E-E, is a dam. A levy in this sense is another word for it is feared, or feared, something like that. Yeah, no, yes, obviously there's also a different use of it, but yeah. Alright, so anyway, so we know all these. Characters also have traits. Now this is where stuff gets fun. This is where stuff gets fun. These are the traits that my character has. When you don't necessarily get to choose your traits. Sometimes you get a little bit of control over it, but a lot of times you have no control over it. But when you marry someone, you want to pay attention to their traits so that you can complement your weaknesses with their strengths. So like if I married some lady, I would want her to have a high either diplomacy, intrigue, or learning, probably. I don't want her to have a high martial, because I've already got a high martial. But if she has a high martial, we're going to be through the roof when it comes to waging war. Yes, you want to make sure you get those huge tracts of land. Alright. Okay, so your traits can affect your skills. So some traits tell you about a character's personality, like fickle, calm, or generous. Other traits are specific to how a character has lived their life, such as their education trait, right? And I followed a martial education, or a commander trait, right? Now, let's look at what we have. So, first of all, I am temperate. Now, if you don't know what that means, generally it refers to I don't drink alcohol. I don't get fucked up. Alright? And so that means that I have a low opinion of gluttonous characters, and I have a high opinion of other people who are temperate like me. And this is also good for Catholicism, obviously. Alright? Next. Wrathful. Okay? This is another personality trait. You can see it lowers my ability to be diplomatic. It raises my ability to wage war. It slightly lowers my ability to work with spycraft and that type of stuff, intrigue. And then there's a natural dread. Okay? Next, we have impatient, and we don't have to go through all these right now. And then we have my education trait, which is how I was educated. I was educated to be a skilled tactician. Then we have my commander trait. I am an aggressive attacker, which means that enemy fatal casualties will go up by a quarter. Or not a quarter, but, well, 25%. Literally going full-on Crusader with these traits, yeah. Well, again, this is just the tutorial, so they selected all this for us. Okay. Now, when a character chooses to behave against their personality traits, it can cause stress. So keep in mind, you want to make decisions that are in line with your character's personality. Okay, and then obviously traits affect how other people react to you. And people's opinions of you. Okay? Now, this is my heir. This is who I will play as when this guy dies. You'll notice that he is my son. Right? He's my heir. He's also a knight, which means he'll join my army to fight as a soldier. But he has the personality of an irrational lackey. Okay, which means that he will act against me and others according to his own personality. He's not married. He lives in Finland. He is Catholic. He is Irish. He's part of our House of Brian, or Brienne, or whatever the hell it is. Right? Well, you're already petty, so how low can you go? Burn. Alright. Now, this is important. He is the heir to the petty kingdom of Munster, which is my kingdom. He's also the heir to the earldom of Thomond, because I currently personally hold that. He's also the heir to the bishopric that's in my realm. Alright? So, he has lots of stuff that he will inherit, basically, when I die. And then if you look here, his opinion of me, my son's opinion of me, is very good. 74. He likes me. That's good. If your kid has a low opinion of you, they might try to kill you. They might try to poison you, or they might just try to fuck you up in some other way. Right? And it tells you why his opinion of me is so high. And then it tells you if there's anything that he doesn't like. That kind of thing. Alright? Alright, so up here we have our resources. We have gold. It tells you how you get your monthly income. Right? You have prestige, which is what people think of you, and you use this to do certain things. You have piety, which is how religiously, I guess, strict you are, or that kind of thing. And you either get more by doing things that please your religious leaders, or less by going against them. Then you have renown, right, which is kind of similar to prestige, except that renown is just like a different kind of unit of currency that you use to accomplish certain things. Yes, piety is how the church sees you. Yeah. Well, it depends on what your religion is. If you're a Muslim character, for instance, you obviously don't give a shit how the church feels about you, but you do care about how your religious leaders, I guess that'd be the imams or whatever, how they feel about you, and that kind of stuff. The church, yeah. And then over here, we have our levy size, or our total soldiers, actually. We have a levy of 616, right? And that means there are 616 people that we can call up to do battle for us. And we have 6 knights. Knights are new. I don't think that was in CK2. Alright. Alright, so your prestige tells how respected you are. It can be earned over time, or you can get it by marrying into prestigious dynasties, that kind of thing. Then they talk about all the different things I just talked about. Alright, now we have lifestyle. I believe that lifestyle is new. Yeah, the renown is combat stuff and the other is more political, yeah. So, as far as I know, and I don't know for sure, but as far as I know, lifestyle is a new thing. It might have been in a DLC I didn't get for CK2, but I don't think so. Alright, so there are 5 lifestyles, 1 for each skill. Lifestyles represent what you put the most effort into day to day, and each one has several focuses inside relating to it. Alright, so it wants me to click on the lifestyle button, which is this right here. Oh, you can't see it, but there it is. Alright, so it says click on any lifestyle to see its focuses. Okay, so it focuses on any of the 5 traits. So it just tells you what each of these is going to do if you select it. As time goes by, your character will earn lifestyle experience. When you get enough of that, you can get perks. Okay? So, like, I have a perk here, it looks like. Because of your martial education, you gain... Oh, never mind, this is not a perk, but I get more experience. So that's good. Okay, that's good, alright. Oh, I'm sorry, to continue choose a focus, it's obviously going to be martial. So if we click on the martial focus, we can then choose specifically a strategy focus, an authority focus, or a chivalry focus. I think, again, this is a tutorial, it may not matter all that much right now, but I would say I already have a high martial skill. And I control multiple lands, so I would probably choose an authority focus. And if I say, and it can only be changed every 5 years, so if I select that, that gives me this particular skill tree to work from. So let's move to the next screen here. Alright, so now how do we deal with other characters? Alright, so if you're new to the game, you have to learn about this. Okay, open your character view. Right-click on your heir's portrait to see the interactions available. And so you click on a character's portrait, you right-click, and then you can choose actions, whatever you want to do. So I can arrange a marriage. I can find him a spouse. I can try to sway him to make him like me more. I can send him a gift. I can appoint a ward over this person to educate them. I can throw them in prison. If I meet certain requirements, I can just murder him right out. But right now it's telling me I can't kill him because he's my child. Now that doesn't always stop you from killing someone, but in this case apparently it does. And I can also grant titles. So it says, try to use and confirm the Sin Gift interaction with my heir. So if I go Sin Gift, I can give 50 gold to my son, and as an effect, he will like me. His opinion of me is going to go up by 10. Arrange me in a marriage. Now, we can do that, Mike. Okay. Alright. It says he will accept my gift. So, Sin Gift. Alright, so I increased his opinion of me, and it's going to tell me that right here. Alright. So now let's talk about your dynasty. By the way, I didn't know how long the tutorial will last. It'll probably last for the first half here. And then we'll get to actually playing for the second half of this early stream, but we'll see. Okay. Alright, it's only game over if you don't have an heir. And you can only really have an heir if they are going to inherit something. They can't just be some landless person. Okay. Okay. And then it depends on the succession laws, that kind of thing. Alright, so now it says open the realm view on the right side of the screen, which is right here. Oh, so that's where that's... I was wondering where these things were. Okay. Open the realm view and look at succession. Okay, so as a member of a dynasty, you also have Renown. Everyone in the dynasty gets to use it. Okay? And this is usually what you use to change things like succession laws. Alright, so... let's see. So, unlike Prestige, Renown remains after a character's death, so there's the difference. Prestige goes away when your character dies and you move on to your heir, but the Renown remains. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, and then everyone's favorite thing, marriage. Alright, you need family members. It helps if you're married, but we cannot promise that you will marry for love. You pretty much will never marry for love in this game. So it says, let's get married. So let's right-click on our own character, and let's find a spouse for ourselves. Now, we're going to get a list of all the ladies, all the available ladies in the realm. Alright? And we're going to see their skills, their stats right here, and their traits right here. This is whether or not there's going to be a potential alliance or something that you gain from it. That's their religion, that's their ethnicity. And then this are the actual scores for those stats. I mean, all the same, yeah. This game has Tinder? Yes, it does. Alright. Now, I remember how this works. Let's go to next, see what they tell us. So there are many factors to consider. You can use the filter. You can sort by these things. Like, I have a high marshal. Let's say I want a lady who's really good at diplomacy. I could click on diplomacy, and now it's going to rank them by diplomacy. This lady, Fredegunda, is 23. She's in good health. She has an unbelievably high diplomacy skill. She's Frankish, apparently. She's low-born, which is a problem. She's fickle, not usually that good. She's forgiving, that could be good. And she's diligent, which is usually okay. Not the best traits. But anyway, so you can use this to search. Like, we could say, I'm looking for a girl who is what did they used to call it in CK2? Midas touched? This was the trait you always wanted to find in a wife. If she's Midas touched, she's really good at stewardship, which is money shit, and that really helps. All right. So you can search for a trait to find a lady that has exactly what you want. That means she's going to turn your dick to solid gold. Yes, usually. That's usually what happens. And then you smelt it into an ingot, you turn it into jewelry, and you have no dick. You know how that works. Anyway, okay, so that's how we can use the search. Alright, so when you have selected 2 people for your marriage, you are presented with the details and whether or not it's going to work. Alright, so it says get married. I am going to look for somebody I'm going to search by rank. That's what I want to do. So, who is she? These are all courtiers. None of these ladies are noble. I don't think there are any noble women in my court. That's a shame. The Prince out, yeah, exactly. Okay. That's ridiculous. You know what? Let's go with a high stewardship. So this lady, Lisanne Schlegel, she's a Saxon. She's a Christian, specifically a Catholic. Well, she didn't really have a choice at this point. I don't think the Reformation had happened yet, so there you go. So look at her stewardship skill. 23. Let's look at her traits. Damn it, move this thing out of the way. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. She's paranoid. That's not good. She's just. That's usually okay. And she's humble, which is usually good. Now, I would normally not pick a wife with a paranoid trait. But she's going to think I'm cheating on her all the time. It's going to get a little crazy. But we'll just do it for now. So, it says, I'm proposing that I marry this lady. The children of this marriage will be born into my lineage, my house. There's a medium chance of having kids. I will end up getting 200 prestige because I'm marrying into what is apparently a prestigious family. She's going to get even more prestige because she's marrying a petty king. Alright? Then, we can choose to make it a matrilineal marriage, where the kids will become heirs to the mother's dynasty instead of the father's. Why the fuck would we do that? And you can use a hook. Now, a hook might be something new, because I don't remember that. So I don't really know. Anyway, they will accept this. So we send the proposal. And now we have an alliance. The guy comes back to me. And he says, I'm gladly accept your marriage proposal. You will be joined with my daughter, Hunted. Hunted. There you go. Alright, so, may you live long and happily ever after. For this tutorial, we recommend... Yeah. Okay. Only a few things left here to check before we can get into this. Not everyone in your dynasty will be landowners, but every plot of land on the map has an owner. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's one of your vassals. And sometimes it's somebody else. And then here's the... Again, from bottom to top, the pyramid of titles. County, duchy, kingdom, empire. Alright, now we talk about de jure or de jure or de jure. Okay. Okay, so change to the Duchy Titles map mode. So here's the Duchy Titles mode. If we move this out of the way, this will show the different duchies. So all the stuff that's in this one color is the Duchy of Ulster. Everything that's in this color is a petty kingdom. It's not technically a duchy. This is also a petty kingdom. Actually, this is part of my kingdom. I didn't realize that. I didn't even realize that. Okay, anyway. Here's the Duchy of Leinster. The Duchy of Meath. This is another petty kingdom. This is also the same kingdom. So you can see that. Then you can go back to Realm View. And Realm just shows each individual holding. Alright. What up, Bright? Where is Finland? It's where it always was, Manu. What are you talking about? Where is Finland? That looks about right, doesn't it? That looks about right, doesn't it? Jakamaka. Right? Anyway, so here's Finland. Here's Finland. No, I know, that's not what I'm talking about. Here's Finland down here. All of this. I'm talking, but this is like northern Sweden, I guess, or something different. Yeah, I know. I'm saying that this looks right for the region. Jakamaka. I've never heard of Jakamaka before. Anyway, Finland again is isn't it all of this technically? Isn't it all of that? A with a something on top of it is actually pronounced exactly like an O. So this is it's Jakamaka. Yeah, and this is all of Finland right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, anyway. Alright, my holdings. The de jure title of Munster consists of 3 counties. Alright, we have Thomond. I hold that. Desmond, which somebody else holds. And Ormond, which a vassal of mine holds. Okay? These counties are made up of smaller pieces of land called baronies. So if you zoom in, you can see the different baronies. Alright. Holdings have different levels of taxes and levies, and different buildings you can construct. Right? So this is the capital of my shit. And I could basically go down here and I can say, I want you to build lookout towers, or I want you to make some tents, or I want you to make some bastions and curtain walls. Or we can... Oh, actually, that's what we have. Okay, we've already built these. My bad. But if we want to build something new, we could go here. And say, let's make a barracks. And it will tell us what a barracks will do for us. It shows us all this stuff. Or we can make a trade port. It'll take 3 years to build it. It'll cost 150 gold. Construct it. Alright, now, it says it's constructing it. We have 3 years left. Once it's constructed, we can add all these upgrades to it. If we want to. And the basic effect of this is we get a higher levy count. Alright. It's a bad example because y'all Americans say "oh" different than we do. How does a Finn pronounce the letter O? Okay. Okay. Now we're talking about taxes. We know about that. Alright, vassals. Vassals are always going to be a pain in the ass. Alright, and again, vassals are nobles or rulers who are beneath you in station, and they owe you allegiance. So, open the Realm View, and this is the Vassals tab. Alright. At the top of the list is the ruler, which is our chancellor, and vassal. Chancellor means that he's on our council. Steward means this dude's on our council, too. But anyway, let me read through this. Okay, so at the top of the list is the ruler of Ormond. This is an earldom, so he's technically an earl. Alright. And you want to keep your vassals happy, because if you don't, they will plot against you. Right? And if your vassals all unite against you to overthrow you, you don't stand a goddamn chance. And then it says some of your vassals might serve on your council, and when they're on your council, it's really important that you keep them happy. And then there's a limit to how many vassals you can have, and you can see it right down here. For me right now, it's 20. Alright, then we have realm and domain. Domain specifically means the land that I personally own. Remember, this is my domain limit. I can personally rule over 5 holdings. After that, if I take over any more land, I have to give it to vassals. Alright. Connacht sounds like the best one. Yeah. And by the way, it's funny, well, it's, whatever. But it's nice, I guess, that they have the tutorial in Ireland. Because in CK2, Ireland was known as Tutorial Island, or Noob Island. Because most people start in Ireland when they start playing the game. Because it's relatively isolated. Not a lot is happening in Ireland early on in the game's time frame. It's a little different now in 1066, but I usually start in the Viking Age or right before it. Well, yes, and they have great accents too. Okay, so let's look at the council. So usually you get auto-assigned people onto your council at the beginning of a game, and it's usually a good idea to go and switch them out for other people in your realm that have higher stats. And you can change the task that they do. So, like, right now, this guy has 3 options, and one of them's grayed out, and it tells you why. So this is our bishop. We could send him to improve religious relations. And we can send him to any place in the world, and he'll work with whoever's in charge there to make their opinion of us be better. Or we can have him fabricate claims. So what that means is, if I don't have a casus belli, in other words, if I don't have a claim on a land, but I want to take it, I need a claim before I can take it. I can take my bishop, and I can have him go out to that place and basically forge documents and do whatever he needs to do to make it seem like I can legitimately claim that place. Tutorial early stream, campaign late stream. No, I should be able to get to the campaign here in just a few minutes, actually. If my voice is still here. I've been doing a hell of a lot of time. I feel like, honestly, I recorded a video for one of my classes earlier today, and I did a short, like, 15-minute lecture. And this is like I'm just doing more lectures. It's killing me. But you have to do this for a game like this, because it's so complicated. Alright. Okay, here's the intrigue menu. There can be schemes, which is you can try to scheme against like your wife and get her killed because she's a bitch, or you can scheme to have some guy or the woman overthrown in some other place, assassinations, kidnappings, all that kind of stuff. Let's move through there. Seriously loving the complexity of this game. Never played the previous ones. It's such... Oh, man. It's such a good series. It's such a good series. Okay. So, the sway scheme is made for increasing the opinion someone has of your character. So let's try it. So they tell you, open your council. Right-click on your court chaplain. Where's my chaplain? Oh, the bishop is the chaplain? Is that what his official title is? Is this chaplain? I guess it is, right? Now, who is... Oh, that's my wife. Okay. Okay, alright, that's interesting. Okay, this is slightly different, isn't it? Alright. So, right-click on your bishop. And choose the scheme Sway. So, we're going to try to sway him to like us more. We have a 62% chance of success. If it is successful, it'll increase his opinion of us by 25. It's expected to take 19 months. Every month, there is a chance of 52% that it works that month. So we start the scheme, and now this guy is going to be working on it. Okay. Now, It wants us to open the intrigue menu and go to the schemes tab, and we can see that our personal scheme, Sway Falco, is going on right now. That's his current opinion of us. It's not good. Alright. Alright, sometimes schemes can give rise to secrets. Like if you catch someone trying to commit murder. They want to keep it quiet. You can blackmail people with secrets to gain a hook on them. And a hook is a favor. Okay? So, inspect the hooks and secrets tab. I have no hooks, I have no secrets. Nobody has hooks on me, nobody has secrets on me. Alright, now, they gave us one. It says you have gained a favor hook on Earl Ragnvald. This can be used for a number of things. One is to increase the obligations set by your feudal contract with my vassal. So what I can do is I can modify my contract with this guy to make him give me more shit. Alright. And then war. Crusader Kings is not as much about combat as the other Paradox games are. Europa Universalis, it's not all just about war, but it's mainly war. Hearts of Iron is nothing but war. Crusader Kings is more about everything else, really. It's more about character, it's more about story. But it's weird. It's hard to explain. Anyway, when it comes to war, basically this is what happens. You raise your levies, you raise your vassals' levies, you move them to where the fight is. There's a siege, usually, if there's a holding. You go through, you take the holdings, then you get the person to surrender. It's complicated, that's not a surprise. Okay. Battles are fought by armies. Most of your soldiers come from levies, but you can hire mercenaries. Okay? I mean, you can get men-at-arms, not by hiring them, but you can have them in your realm, and then you can hire mercenaries. So, here's the military screen. When a war starts, you'll be able to raise your armies from this screen. You go to Raise All Armies. And then when the war's over, you gotta disband them, otherwise it's gonna cost you money and resources, and it's gonna piss your vassals off. And it's gonna piss your people off. To start a war, you need a legitimate reason, a casus belli. There's various ways to get it. You might have a de jure claim. You might inherit a claim. You might get a holy war. There's all kinds of different ones. You can also fabricate claims, which we talked about. And then it says we're almost there. So soon we'll let you unpause the game, just a few things. Firstly, it's important to know that there are 5 different speeds available. Secondly, the game will auto-pause when important shit happens. So there you go. Alright. Now, so apparently the tutorial is not just going to explain things, but it's going to take us through a couple of things as well, so let's just see what happens. Let's remind your neighbor, the Earl of Desmond, who his rightful liege truly is. If it happens to expand your realm, well, so be it. Using the character interaction system, select that guy via the map and declare war on him. You should already have a casus belli, because he's part of my de jure kingdom. So I can click here, and this is the guy that rules this holding, this land. Not holding, but this land. I can learn all kinds of stuff about him, if I want to. I can also learn... Let me move this... Oh, I can't move this? I want to show you all this. Let me... The screen's going to be... Just ignore that for a second. Professional streamer at work, people. Professional streamer at work. Okay. Let me zoom out and go back here. Alright, so as you can see right here, this shows me information about the place I clicked on. Let me move that here. It tells me the tax, the loot, how many people they can raise. That's 343 levies, right? So that I can get an idea of how many people I'm going to have to fight. And it tells me what kind of buildings they have. Alright, now if we zoom in and we click on each different holding, it's going to change. Remember, this is one land. This is one, like, county or title. But it's made up of baronies. Each barony has its own number of levies. So if I want to know the total number of levies, that's going to be something different. I would probably have to find... I don't know exactly where to find that, actually, right now. You used to highlight something like this. Like, there's a garrison there. Maybe if we look at him. Let me bring this back. Alright. So it claims that he has access to 453 levies. That's 248, that's 343. It must be something near what he could have. I'm going to have to figure that out, though. I'm going to have to double check that to make sure I can get that total number. Alright. So they want me to declare war on the guy, so I can right-click on his picture and declare war. Right? Now, it says, now, declare war on him, so I'm going to move this over. And here's the declare war screen. It says, choose a casus belli. We have a de jure casus belli. We're going to click on that. If we win, we gain the contested county. And then it tells us here that their military strength is inferior to ours. We have one ally. He has no allies. The ally is my other vassal. So we declared war. Deus Vult. Yeah. So it says, you have successfully declared a war. Next, you should rally your armies. So, like I said before, you have to raise your levies. So, it says down here they have a raise all armies button. This actually makes it pretty easy. So wherever your rally point is, which is Thormund. Where is which one is Thormund? I think, isn't this Thormund? Yeah, this is Thormund right here. Or Thomund, sorry. That's the rally point, so they'll all meet there. So, raise all armies. And then I have to start time. And you will see the enemy has raised his levies. Now, remember, the game has been paused this whole time, so I'm just now getting married. And it's going to tell me I can either collect an extra tax to pay for the wedding, and I'll gain 75 gold. Or I can say, you know what? I'll pay for it. And as a reward for that, I'm going to gain 350 prestige. I'll take the prestige, because I have a lot of gold. Now, my levies are gathering. I think they're ready to go, so let me pause. Yeah, okay. So, to move your army, left-click on the army on the map. And right-click on the area you want to go. So, you probably want to go to the enemy capital barony. This is the barony with their capital in it. So, we will right-click, and they will start moving. Now, I have the game paused, so they're not going to move yet. But, yeah. Alright, so it tells us, now that your army is moving, it's probably heading into battle with enemy forces. This can be a head-on encounter with other armies, or the start of a siege. Battles happen automatically if you run into another army. Sieges occur once you get to a holding and an army has not stopped you yet. Alright, so it says this is a good time to unpause the game. Alright, so you can see the line fill up. That's telling you that they're moving. Once it's full, they will move. And there they are, and a battle has started. Alright. Now, the game is paused right now. What up, Gurnzo? So, the outcome of a battle depends on a number of things. How many levies, if they have any knights, how good the commanders are, and the terrain you're fighting on. So you can see this going on right here. I've got a total of 621 soldiers. This dude has a total of 451. I have 6 knights. He has 5. Now, these are the phases of the battle right here. And this is showing that I have the slight advantage right now. Right here is going to be the war score. And basically what this means is this is how well I'm doing in the war. If the war score gets close to 100%, it means that I'm basically going to win. And I can sue for peace. Well, not sue for peace, I can enforce demands. If it's way in the negative, like negative 100, then I'm about to get my ass kicked. And I need to figure something out. The other player can, or the other ruler can take us over, that kind of thing. Alright, so let's unpause. And we'll see the battle play out dynamically like this. And you can see their numbers are dropping, our numbers are dropping, but everything's getting better for us. We're now in the middle phase of the battle down here. And now we're in the last phase. And look at that. So we kicked their ass. This is the losing army, and they're going to retreat to the next holding, the next count, or the next barony. In the meantime, we are going to lay siege to the capital. Alright? So it says, your army is attacking an enemy holding. Click on the highlighted icon, the spearheads, to find out how it's going. Now, you can't really see it again because my face is in the way. So I'm going to hide my face for another minute. So now you can see it shows the next siege event. So something is going to happen in 19 days. It says that they're fully stocked. The garrison health is normal. And then if we want to, we can try to assault the fort. Instead of just besieging them and starving them out, we can assault it. But the walls have to be breached. The walls are not breached yet. Alright, so. Okay, so. Alright, you need to win sieges to win most wars, because they increase your war score. You can see my war score is only 23% right now. So whenever a siege is won, the area will become occupied, and the map, there will be striped lines through that place on the map. Alright, so, let's say I understand. And it's just look at the war score. And we know, okay, that's all fairly obvious. Alright, so let's unpause the game. So again, they're running away. We're besieging the place. Now, this is a siege event. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion coming from my knight's lodgings. Investigating the disturbance, I find Mayor Dulgus and Merchila in the middle of a heated argument, while several onlookers, and you would think it'd be egg them on, not edge them on, egg them on, but anyway. So, I can deliver a speech about unity to the crowd, and you can see what's going to happen. Well, actually, you can't, because my face is in the way, but it tells you what you'll gain and what you'll lose if you choose these certain things. Dang, I thought they were going to be fucking, not quite. Basically, I could whip them, and I could gain dread, but both of them are gonna like me less. If I do this, I have a 36% chance of a bunch of good shit happening and everyone liking me, and I have a 64% chance of nothing happening and I just spend some prestige. I'm gonna try that. I get up and deliver a speech. Looking abashed, the two guys apologize and get ready. So it was a success. I gain 150 prestige. I gain 100 martial lifestyle experience. And both of those guys, their opinion of me improved by 20. That was actually not a siege event. I think that was just a regular random event. Alright, look. These guys are going to flee the continent. I don't know where they're going to go. But they're getting out of here. Or they're going to flee the island, I mean. Over here, the siege is still going on. They are starving. The people are starving. So things are doing well. And we can speed the game up. Now, we got an issue here. Let me pause real quick. Who is this? Oh, that's oh, my fort. My vassal actually runs this place, Ormond. My vassal runs it, not me, but it's still my shit. His capital is being besieged by the army we just kicked the shit out of. The problem is they don't have enough soldiers to do a successful siege. That's why it says right here, not enough soldiers. So they can sit there all they want. They're never going to starve us out. They're never going to win that siege. In the meantime, though, I am about to win this siege. So let's start it up again. Alright, here's just a news event. Something happened down here. Alright, watching the siege. We're almost there. We're almost done. And there you go. Now, we have a 100% war score. That means we can enforce our demands. So, open the screen. Enforce demands. Alright, so this means that it's occupied. Remember I said there was going to be stripes? So this place is now occupied. So I'm going to enforce my demands. My demands are that I gain the county. The guy who runs it becomes my direct vassal. It uses 40 prestige. I get fame. And everyone else gets prestige. And the war is over. May you live in harmony and contentment. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demand. What's up, dude lass? Alright. Now. Okay, from now on, we will stop the tutorial lessons appearing. So you can actually keep playing from here, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to want to start at an earlier time period. But if you look now, if you look right here, Munster is now all of this area. Remember, we didn't own this before. Now we own it. Remember, I got to disband my armies, too, now that the war is over. So we have 3 counties. Each one has multiple holdings. Right? I don't directly control this new county. The guy that I just kicked the shit out of still controls it, but now he's my vassal, and he hates me right now. So he could be trouble. Alright. Okay, so that's going to do it for the tutorial. I'm going to take a real quick break and go get heat up my coffee, because my voice is... I'll lose my voice otherwise. Then we're going to come back and play for a little while, and just kind of see what's going on. And then we'll probably play a little more either in the late stream tonight or the early stream tomorrow. Alright, so thank you for being here, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We're not done just yet. I'll be right back. And the screen is just going to be moving because I can't... Oh, it's probably because it's in windowed instead of full screen. Well, enjoy the little journey across the map. Alright, we are back. By the way, just a side note, the music in these games is fantastic. I just have it turned way down, not just so you can hear me, but also because you never know these days. When I put this up on YouTube, you know, if there's any music, sometimes it gets fucked. On Twitch, sometimes it'll get fucking muted, or you just never know. So it's a shame, but can't really highlight the music. Anyway. Okay, so we're just gonna do a short... We're just gonna do like a short beginning to our playthrough here. We'll probably do about a half hour instead of the usual. I'd have about 45 minutes left. Well, I don't know. We'll see. And I'm gonna try to talk a little bit less. A, so that you can... I'll just shut the hell up and stop being annoying. But B, to preserve the voice as well. I'll add the OST to my Isaac playlist. Dude, it's the shit. Okay, anyway, let's go back to the main menu. How do we get back to... Let's... Hopefully exit game will take us there. Exit to main menu. I don't want to save the game. 30 minutes of this is like getting through character creation. Not really, though, honestly. Like, well, I'll show you right here how quickly it usually goes. Alright. Up here, you can choose your starting date. So I normally start 867. Right? Now, these are the recommended starts. Okay? The game will recommend you people to play as, and it tells you if it's going to be easy, medium, or hard, right? Or you can choose any person you want. So, if I say play as any ruler, it's going to bring up the map. And this is the world on the 1st of January, 867. So you can look around here and see what was going on. You got the Franks. You've got Wessex. These are all Wessex and Mercia. These are Anglo-Saxons. East Anglia, I think at this time, already had a large Danish presence. You can see how Scotland is kind of broken up a little bit. Up here. You see how Ireland's kind of fragmented. We've got Italy. We've got all the different German tribes, or Germanic tribes over here. All the way up here. We can see that Denmark is kind of broken up. Sweden, Norway, Hakabaka Chakabaka. Finland, still, of course, broken up this way. Yeah, we're doing Ireland first, absolutely. And if you zoom out, you can see this is the whole known world at the time. Alright, so anyway, you can click on an individual place to see who runs it. So in 867, Thomond is ruled by this guy, and he's 67 years old. Okay? Now, if we click over here, we can see that this place is ruled by a different guy. This is ruled by a different guy, and a different guy, right? If you go up here, same kind of thing. Now, you'll notice something. When we mouse over Meath, it's in 2 different places. It's actually in 2 different places, so that's kind of interesting. The Kyrgyz Khanate, yeah. 67 in 1066. Oh yeah, well this isn't even 1066, this is 867. Yeah, so it's even worse. Okay. I think we might want to try starting... I want to find a younger guy. Like, this dude's 24. But he's not going to have a lot of power. Let's go with the old guy. Let's go with the old guy and just start grooming his heir. God damn it, Artie. You got plenty of time to stock up potatoes for the 1840s then. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go with this old-ass bastard. His son is unmarried, so we can find him a wife quickly. Okay, let's do that. Alright. So at the beginning of the game, they didn't tell you this in the tutorial, but they put important stuff that you need to do up here. Like, these are all notifications that pop up to tell you stuff to do. So, right here it says I don't have a lifestyle chosen for my ruler yet, so I need to choose a lifestyle. He has a high diplomacy skill, apparently, of 14 right here. Oh, you can't see it, of course. Well, his diplomacy skill is pretty high. Diplomacy seems to be his thing. But here's the issue. Here's the issue. I'm only interested in warfare right now. I want to expand my holdings. So, even though this guy's about to die, I'm going to give him a martial lifestyle. And we're going to give him a strategy focus. That just raised my martial skill from 11 to 14. Alright, so now we have a lifestyle. Now it says my heir is unmarried and I am not married. I want to find a good spouse for my heir because I'm old as fuck and I'm about to die. So, this is my heir. This is my son. Okay? Now, I want to look at his traits, his stats. My son is very good at intrigue, and he's okay at diplomacy. So his wife is going to have to be a belligerent bitch. My son looks like a dandy. Damn it. No, he doesn't. Leave him alone. Okay, so. Again, I want to find a girl with a high martial skill. So I'm going to sort them by martial. Now this lady has a martial skill of 19. Now, who is she? She is the daughter of a count. She's the daughter of a count. That's not too bad, prestige-wise. She doesn't like me, but it doesn't matter what she thinks of me. It matters what she thinks of her husband. Let's look at her traits. She's greedy, which is good. She's lazy, which is not good. And she is zealous, which can be good if you're looking to please the church, you know, and that kind of thing. Is she French? Oh, she is French, right? Well, that's a problem. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's see, who is this? Another French woman. She's a courtier. She's not even noble. You better serve the church? No. She's chaste. That's a horrible, horrible trait for a wife. That makes it really difficult to have children. Okay, let me sort by rank. Where does the sort by rank thing again? I've already forgotten. Damn it. Oh, that's descending. How did I do that before? How did I sort by rank? I don't remember. Oh, here it is. Yeah, she's the highest ranked girl who's available right now. Everyone else is a courtier. Let me see if anyone is Midas touched. Nobody has the Midas touch trait right now. And these are all the people in my court. Over time, as new people come to court, there will be new people to choose from. Sorting by total level is what I tend to go. So we don't have Midas touched. How about fertile? Is that what they call it? No, they don't have the fertile trait. What do they call it? I don't know. Alright, okay. We're gonna go with this lady. We're gonna go with this lady. She has no children, that's good. Okay, alright. So, if we choose her... they will accept. My son will get 100 prestige. His wife will get 100 prestige. And we have a medium chance for children. Whatever. Now, I could find a wife for myself, but it's probably not necessary. But I could do it. And I could sort by martial again. Now, she's a courtier, so if I chose her, I would not choose her because well, she's chaste. You know what? It doesn't matter if she's chaste because I already have an heir. I don't need any more kids. But let's just do it anyway. Let's just do it anyway. Now you'll see I get no prestige out of this because I'm marrying some low-born woman. But she gets 300 prestige because she's getting that king dick. Well, not king, sorry. Chieftain. There's no kingdom here, I'm a chieftain. But she's getting that chieftain dick, so. She likes that. Alright, so I'm gonna hit... there are 4 issues to look at. Now. I can declare wars, I can just... Okay, I don't care about any of that. Alright. Let's... Before we start time, before we unpause the game, let's go and look at our council. So my bishop, he has a learning of 14, that's good. Our steward has 18, which is X of fucking Lent. The chancellor is 12 diplomacy, which is not that great, but it's okay. Our marshal is okay, and our spy master is okay. So we want to make sure that they're doing what we want them to do for us, right? So if we look, we own this one county, or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a county. And it has 3 holdings. Actually, it has 4 holdings. Okay? So, this is our capital holding. Alright, so we got to figure out, what do we want to do? So, my bishop, I can have him improve religious relations. I can have him convert. Or I can have him fabricate claims. So, check this out. Hey, what's up, Channel Redacted? About to play some Crusader Kings 2. Game was overwhelming for me. Gonna give it a try again. Hey, Channel, do you have Game Pass? If you have Game Pass, this applies to anybody, obviously. Game Pass is $1 for your first month. You can get Game Pass right now for $1 and then just cancel your renewal so you never have to do another month. And you can play Crusader Kings 3 right now. That whole month. Because this is on Game Pass. You don't even have to buy the game right now. So, channel, I would recommend, if you're interested, maybe spend that $1 on Game Pass and play Crusader Kings 3 instead of 2. But it's up to you. Alright. So I want the bishop to start working on fabricating claims. It looks like we have a claim here. Yeah. I've got a bunch of casus bellis here. I think. Yeah, I have a bunch of claims on that. On Desmond, if I right-click Desmond and go here and click on... Now remember, Desmond, that would probably be the best place to go to first. Dude, I've got claims, I've got casus belli for days. What is going on here? This is weird. Now, this is telling me that I can't afford these. But I can afford this one. It's on Windows, not just Xbox. Yeah, Windows Game Pass. Yeah, but don't you keep it forever with Game Pass? I don't think so. That would be great, but I don't think so. Okay, again, I am just amazed. I am absolutely amazed. I can declare war on anyone here. This is ridiculous. You usually can't. You usually have to fabricate a claim. I don't understand. This is really weird. What is with this? Why is it that I have claims on, like, basically everything here? I can use this Conquer County casus belli. I guess it's because of the time? I guess it's because of the time, maybe? Like, if we tried to say, alright, let's take over Mercia. It still would let me. What about a petty kingdom? It would let me attack the county. There's something off here. There's really something off. I don't know what's going on here. Oh well, that's fine. That's okay. Alright, back to the council. I was going to have him fabricate a claim, but he doesn't even need to. Is it not supposed to let you declare war on who you want? No, you're only supposed to be able to declare war on places for which you have a claim. So you either have a de jure claim, which means it's historically been considered part of your kingdom, or you marry into a family where you inherit the land, or you send your bishop to go fabricate claims. You gotta have a casus belli. The thing is, we have the casus belli for all these places. Okay, let's not get bogged down on this right now. So the chancellor can be assigned to foreign affairs. He can be assigned to domestic affairs. So I'm just going to say, all right, I want you to work on domestic affairs. All right, that's what you're going to do. Now, you used to have to send him to a holding. I don't think you have to do that now. I think you just have to select this. And then over here, I want him to collect taxes to get me extra money. You can also choose a county to increase development in. So if I click that, I would then have to choose a county. Okay. So I'm going to have him just collect taxes. Could it be because of the marriage? I mean, it could be, but I have a claim to everything in Ireland. Everything. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm going to have the bishop work on religious relations. I'm going to have the chancellor work on domestic affairs, which is going to increase our vassals' opinion of us. I'm going to have the steward collect taxes. I'm going to have our marshal organize levies. And I'm going to have our spy master disrupt schemes. So now my council is all set to do their work. Now let's press play. Alright, so time has started. Alright, greetings. I accept your marriage proposal. Why am I... The Count? No way. The Count is 10 years old. The Count of Anjou. The Count of Anjou is 10 years old, and I just... No, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. How could he have a daughter? How could I... Oh, she's his acquaintance. I thought she was a count's daughter. I thought that's what they said. Are you marrying a... No. That's the guy who is... He's the guy helping me arrange the marriage. Alright. Check it out. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son and heir, Eogan, and my daughter, Almadis, will be joined in holy matrimony. Alright. So now I am married. Look at my wife. She doesn't like me very much. She has a bad opinion of me. My heir is married. His wife hates me with a frickin' passion. Now, I could murder her, but why would I want to do that? Okay? I could try to make her like me. With this scheme, basically. So let's try the scheme. And if we go to our schemes tab, we can see that we're working on this right here. What's up, Endless? She looks very murderable. She hates you because she wants to be the chief's wife. Is that it? Oh yeah, she's still gonna not like me, but it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. Alright, so. So here's the Duchy Title screen. The Duchy of Munster has not been created, but if I own all 3 of these places, I can create the Duchy of Munster. That's what this means. And these are the kingdom titles. There could be... Uh-oh, something's happening. Who is this? Damn it! Who are you? First Raiders of Loch Garman. This is a neutral army. Uh-oh. Alright, let me pause. Okay, so something's going on here. It looks like this place is attacking this place, I think. Now, there used to be a thing... There used to be a log that would show you everything that's happening. Where is that? Where is the log? We have an outliner, and this is usually helpful, but it's not a log. Where is that, man? I need to see that. I need to know what's happening. She's gonna start telling your kid to kill you. She might. Nothing much, just got around half of Ireland now. Nice. Okay, anyway. So this guy is at war. How do I find... I need to see... So they're just raiding a port. That's weird. This place was recently raided. Oh. Oh, I see. This guy is a foreign ruler. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy? Yeah. Yeah. So he's okay, yeah. So now this is weird. Raiding is different. I think that this is different from official war, that this is something that has to do with the culture and the time. That's weird. You ever gonna do a multiplayer game on this? Possibly, Endless. I've never played any of these multiplayer. Okay, so I'll let them fight it out for the moment. Let's unpause the game. I want to take Desmond. So let's find out. They have a similar military strength. 407 levy. We have 392. So we actually have less. Now over here they have 383. But actually their strength is superior. Oh no, that's us. Oh, no. No, that's just for the earldom. Okay. Their total levies, that's different. I think those are his personal levies, but his total levies are 1289. My personal levies are 387 plus one. See, I'm still a little confused here. Oh, those are the attackers. Okay, I keep getting confused. Sorry. Still trying to learn this. Okay. Alright, something just happened. Raiders from Chieftain Mugren are in your territory. Raise your armies and defeat them in battle. So look at this shit. They came to my place. Who are these guys? Alright, so I need to raise my levies. Alright, so we're going to go to the military screen. Oh, you can make your army into raiders. They will equip themselves to be raiders. You can't do it in a rally point because it's occupied right now. But I can raise all my armies. Or can I not raise my army either? No, I can't raise them at my rally point, so where can I raise them? I don't know where I can raise them because it says I can't raise them here because we're being occupied or whatever. That doesn't make any sense. How am I supposed to defend myself? See you later, Cabell. It says disband. No armies can be disbanded because I can't raise any. What the hell am I supposed to do? I've never had this happen before. Alright. Well, my daughter-in-law was captured. My fucking son's new wife was captured. And this is the guy. The guy in Connacht was the one who did it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Can I raise my armies now? Or no? Still can't raise them? Because they're still in my rally point, I guess? Dude, everyone's raiding everyone right now. This is a horrible time. Alright, now he's in a different holding. Maybe I can raise my frickin' shit now? Yes. So if I raise all my armies, you will see that my army... my army has 5 people in it, and they are knights. But where is my levy? Where is my levy? This doesn't make any sense. I should have 373. Unraised. Yeah, I know. How do I raise my shit? Yeah. I don't understand. No armies to raise. I guess a levy doesn't count as an army, maybe? No? Maybe you have to declare war before you... No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's try and figure this out. No armies can be disbanded. Why not? Cannot disband while enemy or hostile armies are around. Oh, okay. Well, let's just... Oh, there they are! I needed to give them more time. Now they're raised. They're gonna beat me, by the way. I only have 32 gold. I can't hire any mercenaries. I can't afford any mercenaries. I'm probably going to get beaten right here. I probably should not do this. Let's do it anyway. Alright, so we got a battle going on. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Or did I win? Oh, that was me. We won that battle. Ah! Yes! Okay. Alright, you bitches. Fucking shit-ass bitch. Fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. Besiege him. Okay. A commoner of... Damn it! Stop showing me shit. A commoner of French heritage has been accosted in the streets of my capital. By making a statement in their defense, I could perhaps convince my daughter-in-law. She's in jail. She's been captured. I don't care what she thinks about me. The French are good people. I can spend 75 prestige to raise her opinion of me, or I can say Irish are of superior moral fiber and get 75 prestige. That's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see if we have enough soldiers to... Nope, to besiege here. It's just a raid, it's not a siege. Alright. We won again. I don't know how. I can't even keep track of all these armies. I can't even keep track of these shits. Alright, we're not even technically at war. This is weird. It's weird that we're not even at war. This is like... It's raiding, but it's not war. Alright, we won that skirmish. We won that skirmish. Let's see what happens next. They all seem to be fleeing. Alright, my daughter-in-law died. The spouse of my heir is dead. And therefore our alliance that marriage created is over. And my heir is unmarried again. But hold on, I still need to figure out what's going on with this raiding shit, because this is totally new to me. This is totally new. So are we not conducting a siege right now? We're not conducting a siege. I think I have to properly declare war. I think I have to properly declare war, but my armies are raised, so I can't. So let me disband my armies. Alright, I just disbanded my armies, okay? Now, if I go back over here, and I say declare war, I can use the casus belli... No, I can't. I don't have enough. My fame level's not high enough, but I can conquer the county. It's going to cost me 50 piety. I don't even have 50 piety. How... Will this even work? Their military strength is inferior to ours. Oh, you cannot afford the cost of this war. So upon declaring, you will receive the following effects. Devotion penalty. Lose a level of devotion. Loses 25 opinion of you. So I will have to pay the price for this. I don't care. So I'm going to raise my armies again. Lost a level of devotion because I didn't... Here's the thing. I think what it was... I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm thinking that maybe you are allowed to fight now without a casus belli, but you just have to take a big hit in terms of opinion and shit like that. Yeah, I don't have enough resources. Yeah. Alright. And again, I have, like, no money, so I can't hire mercenaries. Now, that is not this guy's army. That's not this guy's army. I don't have to worry about that. Now, we should be able to take over this barony. Because you used to have to take each holding in turn. But it looks like that's not a problem. We just have to go to the capital. Oh, their capital's already being raided. Alright, here's a random event. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion. I find Cormac and Felba in the middle of a heated argument. So we've had this in the tutorial, right? Or was this in this game? I already don't remember. I'm going to deliver a speech about unity. And they apologize and they get ready for the fight. Alright, that's good. Alright, again, I want to move my army here. Dude, these raiders... We're going to have a proper siege. Alright, now we've got a proper siege. And again, you can't see it because my face is in the way. But I'll let you know how it's going. In the meantime, it looks like we're about to get raided again by somebody else. Now, this is an actual siege. This is an actual siege. This is the guy's army. This is Chieftain Mugren. This guy. This is his army. So he's counter-besieging me. Shit. Alright. Usually he would keep his troops here to reinforce the garrison, but I guess not. Alright, I think we're a little further ahead in our siege, so maybe we can still do this. Because he might have to leave. Let's see. Alright, something just happened. What happened? It says I have a suggestion. I can fabricate a claim on Ormond. I'm thinking that the casus belli just means you don't take any damage. You don't take any hit for the declaration of war. But if you do a declaration of war without it, you take all kinds of hits, I guess. All right, hits from the bow. Let's keep going here. You can see the progress of the siege here. We're ahead. And I'm wondering, if I win this siege right now, will he draw his troops back, or will he keep this going? He'll probably keep that going. So the war score... Actually, his siege just jumped way ahead of ours. We're fucked. And by the way, sometimes you can sally out and try to attack the forces there, but it doesn't work, usually. Alright, we lost the siege, and we were defeated, and he gets to... we have to surrender. So that was embarrassing. Alright, I understand you're interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. I might be able to help you see the battlefield in new ways. Yeah, I want to learn. Oh, shit! Heir is unmarried. We have an empty council position now. We don't have a spy master anymore. I have to make my son the new spy master. And have him disrupt schemes. Okay. Alright, this is off to a horrible start. Alright, but anyway, we'll go ahead and save it anyway. And we're going to give it a name easy to remember. We're going to call it Stream 1. And we're going to save that, and we're going to go ahead and exit.